How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Upstate Angling. Today we're talking about hacks to save money when you're buying fishing tackle.
In the fishing industry, there are a lot of things that are really expensive and really overpriced. So the first tip I have for you guys, and this is a big one, and that's just to simply make your own jigs. Now, I'm not talking about, pouring your own heads with lead and whatnot. This is literally buying a jig head and a jig skirt separately. The jig skirts come in a package, just like that, with a little band right there. You can get these, they're like $3 for 5 skirts. And you can get jig heads. These are by Boss. You can get them on Tackle Warehouse. These are $7 for a 3-pack. They have tons of different head styles. This is just the swim jig style.
And all these baits that we talk about today that are kind of new and make modifications to your baits, they'll all be linked in the description below.
So the skirts I like to use these are the 6th Sense skirts, so it's going to be a pretty quality material. It's really simple, because if you look at this is just like a jig you would buy from the store. But if you buy the jig head and jig skirt separately, these jigs are going to cost you about $2 a piece to make.
And plus, by doing this, you can get your own custom colors and the jig heads that you actually want. So it's cheaper and you can customize your baits more for how you like them.
Yeah, if you buy the skirts and the heads separately, you end up getting a total of around $2-ish per jig, which is under half the price of a normal jig.
So tip number 2 for saving money is just simply reusing trailers. And right here this is just an old package. I just have a ton of different plastics that I fished on a Texas rig. I just fished, weightless, anything like that, like flukes, swim baits, craws, anything like that. Once it rips, I just put it in this bag right here.
And another way you can reuse your baits is just with a worm or a Senko, anything like that. If you've already fished it on a Texas rig and it's a little bit torn up near the head of the bait, you can save it and then just fish it on a wacky rig and it'll be good as new. So tip number 3, this is specifically a good way to get more Ned rig baits, and this is the Z-Man Bang Sticks. What this is a 5.75 inch worm, and it has these little tube-like tails. But what you can do, you can actually just cut this in half, and what you'll end up with is what is essentially a TRD and a TRD ticklers. And these come in 6 in a pack for $4.50, and just your normal TRD is $3.99 for an 8-pack. But you're getting 12 baits out of this and 2 different types of baits.
So tip number 4 is has to do with Senkos, and everybody loves Senkos. And you might think that Yum Dingers are the cheapest Senkos on the market, and that is not true. You can actually go to Bass Pro Shops or Cabela's and get a 36-pack of the Bass Pro Stickos, and they're only $6.49. So when buying these, you are sacrificing getting a certain color, because in here they're just going to throw a bunch of random Senkos in here, but you're getting 36 for $6.49. And if you actually buy the Bass Pro Stickos, it's a 16-pack for $6.19. So if you do the math, buying this is probably the cheapest way to get Senkos on the market.
And another thing with the variety packs of the Stickos is that all the packs we've seen have mostly consisted of natural colors. Like there's some watermelon red, green pumpkin magic, smoke, colors like that.
Like right here, if I just pull a few out, they're mostly, I don't know how good you guys can see the colors, but they're mostly just your darker greens, your lighter greens, browns, that type of color.
So as long as you're not super loyal to one specific color and you're willing to kind of branch out, that's definitely the best way to save money on Senkos.
So right here is this is a Yamamoto, this is a Sticko. I mean, if you look at them, they are pretty similar. They almost look identical. In fact, this one may have a little bit more action, but these ones probably sink better. Underwater footage on that is coming soon, so you guys stay tuned for that.
So for the final tip and I've got to admit I saved the best for last. And this is to make your own chatterbaits. So this is something not a whole lot of people do, but it's definitely one of the best ways to save money on chatterbaits. We actually have tested these out, and these are super, super good chatterbaits. We have yet to put them head to head with a jackhammer. That's coming soon. So what you do is, these are the Queen's Tackle Switchblades. These are on Tackle Warehouse. They're, I believe, $6 for a 3-pack, so fairly cheap. You can get them in 2 different sizes, the regular or the large, and you can get them in gold or silver. Now for the actual jig, this is a D&M Custom Baits Piranha Swim Jig. And this is a swim jig, but it comes without a weed guard. So that way you don't have to worry about the weed guard messing up the action of the chatterbait or anything. And what you can do is simply open up the line guide and slide it in, or there are directions on the back of the package on how to attach it to the jig. This is the bluegill pattern. Super good skirt, super good pattern, good paint on the head. And with that 5/0 Gamakatsu hook, this has pretty premium components, and these jigs are only $6 a piece on Tackle Warehouse. Both of these components are available on Tackle Warehouse. We'll have the links in the description to all these baits. And we have actually put this exact bait in the water to test it, and it vibrates really well, stays down really well, and it can vibrate at really low speeds. We were just creeping it along the bottom, maintaining bottom contact, and that blade was still moving.
Yep.
So these are really good baits. And in total, these are going to run you, if you get them full price, these are going to cost you about $8 per chatterbait, which for the quality you're getting is unbeatable in my opinion.
So like we say in every video, I know that these videos just sitting down are getting boring, but we still have, 6 inches of ice on all the water around here. We got a foot of snow, and actually it's snowing right now, so it's hard to get out and do anything. We might have an ice fishing video coming soon, so stay tuned for that. But tell us how you guys are liking this. Make sure to like it if you are actually enjoying what we're putting out, and comment down below video ideas, and then maybe some fishing hacks to save money that you guys have that we didn't cover and we may not know about. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.